Hello, what is up, and welcome back, beautiful souls, to Just a Vision. I am Jaquel Viola, or Snow, whatever you would like to call me, your host and your guide as you are ascending into higher states of consciousness along your spiritual journey. So if anybody is new here, welcome, peace, love, gratitude, and healing. Please subscribe as well as hit that bell button to be notified every time I post so that you do not miss out. Alright guys, so if you are ready to be motivated and inspired to transform your life for the better in all areas, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, sexually, and even financially, through unconditional love, ancient wisdom and knowledge, spirituality, conscious-based information, shared experiences, psychedelics, cannabis, and other natural and holistic ways of healing, then I highly suggest, guys, that you stay tuned for the rest of this video discussion. Alright everyone, so before we get into today's video discussion, if you have not checked out my IGTV videos I uploaded yesterday, please do so. And if you guys are on my channel and you don't know what my Instagram is, I'm going to put the handle over here in the corner. But I want you guys to take a moment to be able to pause this video, hop over to my Instagram to check out the 2 Instagram videos that I uploaded. It was supposed to be just one video, but because it was over like 15 minutes long, it was like 20 minutes long, I had to upload it into 2 separate videos. So one's like 14 minutes and the other one's like 5 minutes and some change. But I want to give you guys the chance to be able to go over to my Instagram to understand everything that I have been going through and that I have been dealing with the last few weeks along my own spiritual healing journey, because it'll give you guys a better understanding of what I'm going to be talking to you guys about today within this discussion. So to just take a few moments, pause this video, hop over to Instagram, check it out, listen to what I have to say, and come back over here so that you can get the full-blown message. Alright, so now that you guys are done with the other video and you are back here, the title/topic of today's video discussion is going to be on merging with your higher self/soul, but also with an understanding and letting go of your ego. Alright guys, so merging with your soul and your higher self can actually be one of the most extraordinary, amazing, and most beautiful experiences that you may ever have while you are living on this earthly realm. You'll realize that life is full of success, abundance, transcendence, inner peace, clarity, acceptance. You'll realize, like, damn, I wish I would have been started to live my life like this a long ass time ago, so I didn't have to deal with the suffering and the worrying and the struggles. Once you merge with who you truly are, you'll realize that you didn't have to continue to live your life like that, or you don't have to continue to live your life the way that you've been living it for so long. You have the ability within you to change your life for the better. But like I always tell you, how can you change your life for the better if you don't even know what it is about yourself that you need to change, or where to even start out at? And that's where I come into play, guys. So again, once you merge with your higher self, it can be one of the most extraordinary experiences that you ever have while living on this earthly realm. But it can be a little bit scary and antsy, but that's only if you let it and you allow it to be that way. It doesn't have to be like that. That's only if you allow it. So guys, it actually depends on how much control that you exercise over your mind, or more so, the largest part of your mind, which is your ego. But I also want you guys to keep in mind that your ego is not the entirety of your mind. Your mind, if you guys haven't checked out my last video on the mind, which I'll put the link in the description box below, but I talked to you guys about Freudian's iceberg model of the mind, which has 3 separate parts. Everybody's perception and description of this is different, but this is what I go with Sigmund Freud. So basically, guys, you have 3 parts of your mind on the iceberg. You have the part that's sticking out of the water, that is your consciousness, that houses your current awareness, what you are perceptive of, what you see, what you can see in this earthly realm. On the physical aspect is what you can see right now. What you are doing, what you are saying, how you are acting. That is your conscience. what you are doing right now. Then you have your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the part of yourself that houses your ego, which controls about 95% of your behavior and the way that you present yourself to the world. Okay? And lastly, we have our superconscious. The superconscious is actually the portal and or gateway to your higher self, to your soul, who you truly are as a multidimensional spiritual being experiencing a human existence. This is the part of your mind that you are able to access whenever you are in a meditative state. So as you can see right here, guys, I wrote down that your ego is your false self. That is who you present to the world. That is what you present to the world. It's not entirely you. It's what you present to the world, the mask that you put on for yourself to show the world, because maybe you don't even want them to know who you really are, or maybe you don't even know who you really are. So that's why you're putting this mask out there, because you don't know who you truly are at your core, at your soul level, at your spirit level. While, guys, your superconscious is your true self. This is who you truly are. This is who you truly are. But we live life, guys, most commonly just using our conscience and our subconscious, but mostly our conscience. Our subconscious, we do those things without even thinking. We aren't even really aware of what we are doing. We're doing it because we've built up these walls. We've built up this frame. We've built up this mask. We don't want people, again, to know who we truly are, because maybe we don't even know who we truly are. So the primary function of the egoic mind, guys, is to keep you in this physical experience of self. And it will do everything it can to make sure that you do not transcend. It will do everything it can to stop you from doing whatever it is that your soul wants you to do. And guess what? Your ego doesn't know love. It only knows control. It wants to control you and your life. It doesn't want you to take that leap of faith, to make those changes, because honestly, your ego mind is afraid of change. And your ego can actually become your worst enemy. It'll stop you from living the life that you have always wanted to live. It'll stop you from going after your goals, going after your dreams, and doing whatever it is in life that you want to do. That's what the ego is about. So that's why it's so important to merge your ego with your higher self, so that you can live this life of ease and satisfaction, of success, going with the flow and allowing life to take you on a journey. But most of us have been stuck in this ego-based mindset for so long. And as I told you guys yesterday in my Instagram live, honestly, it's not even your fault that you've been in your ego-based mind for so long. It is the government's fault, because we have been raised to live in the masculine, patriarchal side of things, always trying to find reason with everything, always trying to be logical and analyzing stuff, always doing, but never actually taking the time to understand, to understand, to go with the flow and realize that maybe everything is happening for a reason. Your ego mind doesn't like that. It always wants to be in control. It will create an alter ego, and it will do anything it can to stop you from merging with your higher self, with your soul. That's why, it is important to learn to understand and let go of your ego, so that you can merge with your higher self, your soul, and you can live the life that you've always wanted to live. All right, so to give you guys a better understanding of what your ego is the image that you have of yourself. It may not be who you truly are, but it's the image that you have given yourself, or that other people have given you, because they think they know who you are, but they don't. And again, maybe you don't even know who you are, so that's why you're putting on this mask. You're pretending to be somebody you're not. So your ego is also your social mask, the face that you put on for the world, because again, Maybe you don't want people to know who you truly are at your deepest core, your spirit, your soul level. But then again, maybe you don't even know who you are. Because like I told you guys before, all of us have been stuck in this ego-based mindset for so long that many of us don't even know who we truly are. We don't even know ourselves. We won't even know ourselves until we take the time out of our busy and chaotic lives to take a second to step back from everything that's going on and to focus on who we truly are at our heart center, at our core, at our spirit level. You will never know who you are until you take the time to not necessarily figure it out, but uncover and let go of all of these labels and these things that people have told you that you were, or that you've told yourself that you were. Your ego is also the titles that either you have given to yourself or other people have given to you. Whether it be a girlfriend, a boyfriend, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, cousin, friend, associate, coworker. Those titles and those labels are not who you truly are. But nowadays in life, everything is labeled this, everything is labeled that. But who we truly are at our core is a highly powerful, multidimensional being. We are a soul made of energy. We are not our physical bodies, or we are not just our physical bodies, ladies and gentlemen. And I've told you guys this many a times before. We are multidimensional spiritual beings experiencing a human existence. So all of these layers and all of these titles and all of these things that we give ourselves, that is not who we are. Those are just the things that we give to ourselves in the earthly realm, in this physical realm. So your ego is fueled by your mind, your subconscious mind. And it works to keep you safe and protected, but with limited resources such as shame, fear, and guilt. Your ego is always scanning, looking for threats and looking for different areas of comfort. It doesn't like change. It always wants to be in control. It doesn't want you to take that leap of faith, to go after what it is in life that you truly want. That's why so many people are battling with depression and anxiety, because so many people are focused on the past, and that's what depression is about. It's about focusing on the past, dwelling on the past. And anxiety is about being anxious and worried about the future. Nobody's really focusing on the present moment right now. That's why we are so stressed out, and we have so many different mental health issues and different problems within our lives in all areas, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, sexually, and even financially, because of the fact that we've been stuck in our ego-based mindset for so long. Your ego is trying to protect you from whatever it is on the outside world, but you don't always need to be protected, guys. You don't always need to be protected from your ego-based mind, from your alter ego, because it'll stop you from merging with your higher self, who you truly are. Your ego voice, or your head voice, wants you to be still. It wants you to stay in your comfort zone, because again, it is afraid of change. Your ego will view change as a threat. It's like, oh, I don't know if I should be doing that. It sounds kind of scary. It sounds kind of a little cuckoo. I don't know about that. I don't know if I should be doing that. Your ego will do everything it can to stop you from doing whatever it is in life that you truly want. But also, guys, keep in mind that your ego has been with you since you were a child. Maybe about 7 or 8 years old, whenever you, because kindergarten is pretty okay. But once you start going into 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, that's where you start to get all of these stories and these projections and these narratives going in your mind about who you are. Because you're going to school, you're being conditioned to listen to what everybody else is saying about you, but what you were saying about yourself, what your soul was saying about yourself. You built up this wall to keep you enclosed in this space so that nobody can hurt you, so that nothing can get in. But you have to realize that at the same time, that wall can hurt you because you're not experiencing life as you should. You're not realizing that maybe whatever happened in your life is happening for a reason, whether you want to understand it at this point in time or not. Whether it be a good situation or a bad situation. But honestly, guys, everything in the universe that happens to us is a neutral situation. It's only good or bad once you label it as good or bad. It's your perception of things. Is this a good situation that happened to you, or is this a bad situation that happened to you? It's how you view it. That situation is not necessarily good or bad. It's good or bad once you put that label on it for yourself. So if you have experienced any pain, trauma, abuse, and or suffering as a child, your ego has learned whatever it needed to learn in order to keep you safe, to keep you in line, to keep you under the radar. Again, you built up all of these different defense mechanisms in this wall to keep other people out of it so that they can't come in and poke you and disturb you. But even so, you're trapped in your ego-based mind, so you're always thinking about all of the shit that happened in your life. You're like, damn, that happened to me, this happened to me, that happened to me. Why me? Why this? Why that? Again, we built these defense mechanisms as children, and we brought them into adulthood. But guess what? You're not a child anymore. You're an adult. You should be doing things the way that you want to and doing it the proper way. Those defense mechanisms that you built as a child can sabotage your life as an adult, because again, you're stuck in those negative mindset. You're stuck in those negative behaviors, those negative emotions, those negative feelings. Thinking that nothing in life is ever going to get better. Well, guys, if you're always constantly thinking that nothing is going to get better, that you're always gonna, have to face trauma, pain, and tragedy, then that's what's going to happen in your life. You have to understand that your thoughts create your reality. Your life is a reflection of what's going on in the inside of you. So if you're always sad, mopey, and depressed in your mind, then that's how your life is going to play out. Your life is going to look like pain, trauma, suffering, feeling like nothing is ever going to get better. Your ego is that voice in your head that's telling you that you can't do this, you can't do that. The ego is all about fear, madness, being stuck, hostility, jealousy, coldness, power, chaos, being a victim, wearing a mask, blaming everybody else but yourself. It's all about separation. Oh, I'm this way, I'm that way, other people are this way, other people are that way. Being separate from other people. It's always about doing, trying to find the reason within everything. Judgment, war, egoism. There's so much going on that you can't even focus on what truly matters in life, what truly matters in the present moment, because you're focused on everything else that's happening in your past, or you're worrying about whatever is about to go on in your future. So guys, whenever your ego is talking, you'll hear the voice of fear. Your ego wants you to hide. It wants you to be feared. It wants you to be scared. It wants you to have anxiety. Your ego only sees the limitations, the blockages and the setbacks, worrying about money, worrying about love, worrying about this, worrying about that, seeing the limitations, and not understanding that we are abundant beings and we are able and capable of creating the life of our dreams. But how can we create the life of our dreams if we're so caught up in our head? We're so caught up in this ego-based mindset. But then again, guys, you have to realize it is not your fault that you have been in this mindset for so long. Ever since the 17th century, over here in America, everybody has been focused on the ego-based mind. And they don't even really know that they're in their minds all the time. Nobody really knows that. And that's why it's so hard for people to break out of that imprisonment of the mind, because they don't even notice what they're doing, because it's all happening subconsciously. You're not really aware of what's going on. The first step into even merging with your higher self is becoming aware that you have been trapped in the imprisonment of your mind, always worrying about this, worrying about that, being filled with anger, madness, jealousy, power, chaos, seeing the limitations of everything, creating shame in your life and within yourself, guilt. Your ego is all about having control over you and trying to have control over other people. But you can't control other people, guys, because we all have our own free will. We are all our own eternal spiritual beings. Nobody has power over one another. Nobody has control over one another. The only person that you have control over is yourself. So your ego is all about these false power sources, and you must have all the answers, yada yada yada. Well, guess what? I realized that you're not going to have all the answers. Instead of trying to figure your life out, why not create your life? Because, like I always tell you guys, we are the author, we are the creator, we are the artist, we are the medicine, and we are the doctors of our lives. We can create that life that we want to have, and we can heal ourselves from the inside out, but nobody really knows that because of the fact that they've been stuck in their ego-based mindset for so long. Your ego will tell you, oh, I am a victim of my circumstances. I live in scarcity. I am a machine. And that goes back to the 17th century when the government over here decided that the mind and the body were separate entities, when in fact they are not. They're having the mind do one thing and the body do something completely different. That's why everybody is all chaotic, feeling like chickens with their heads cut off, because they're not in alignment with who they truly are. Your ego will also tell you that you're in a competition with everyone in the world, but you're really not. You're not in a competition. You should be a part of the world. You should be a part of the greatness, the abundance, the unconditional love and protection. You are not these things that you think you are. It's just your ego telling you that you're this and that you're that. It's all of the different stories. The voices that you're hearing in your head, honestly, guys, probably isn't even your true voice. It is all of the different people that have told you this and that have told you that. So their voices kind of went into your mind, but it started turning into your own mind, or kind of sounding like yourself, kind of sounding like your own voice, but that's not who you are. Those are the stories that people have told you. You are not who you are. Your ego is, again, the image that you have of yourself, your social mask, the face that you put on to the world. It's not who you are at your deepest core. You don't have to be a victim of your circumstances. You don't have to live in scarcity. Realize that you are not a machine. You are a human being. Your mind and your body are one entity. They're not separate from one another. They should be in alignment so that you can live your life how you want to live it. You don't have to keep living in this headspace anymore, filled with all of this chaos, anger, jealousy, judgment, hostility. You don't have to live like that anymore, guys. And I'm here to give you the tips and the methods and the suggestions to help you merge with who you truly are as a highly powerful, multidimensional spiritual being experiencing a human existence. Merging with your higher self and your soul so that you can start to live the life that you've always dreamt of. So you guys can actually learn to spot your ego whenever you are caught up in these circling thoughts, these negative feedback loops of things going wrong and why me, why this, why that. You can learn to spot your ego whenever you're constantly consumed by your emotions, especially the negative ones: fear, guilt, anger, disappointment, rage, jealousy. Whenever your inner dialogue is heavily fixated on anxiety, worry, fears, doubts, things of that nature, as well as feeling the need to seek for validation from others whenever you don't, because you are whole and complete already, and you are a beautiful and unique spiritual being. As well as getting easily bruised if things do not go your way. And that is one of the biggest things that I had to work on myself. Because whenever things didn't go my way, I would always get mad, angry, and upset. But I have to learn to realize that maybe it didn't go my way for a reason. Maybe there's something better that's going on. Maybe there's something to teach me. I'm not sure, but I'm trying my best to go with the flow and allow things to happen as it's supposed to, rather than being caught up in these circling thoughts, rather than, being consumed by these negative emotions, and understanding that I don't have to worry, to be fearful anymore, to be anxious. I don't need validation from other people because I am me and I don't care what people think. But these are some of the things that you can learn to look at to spot whenever your ego is talking. All right, so now we are going to be moving on to our souls. So guys, our soul is our spirit. It is our essence. It is our true self, who we truly are. Who we truly are deep down below all of these labels, these roles, and these expectations that we put on ourselves, that others put on us, and that society puts onto us. Our soul is inherently worthwhile. It is the divine energy from the universe. Guys, our souls are pre-manifested energies that were sent into these physical bodies so that we are able to experience life in this earthly realm. Again, we are multi-dimensional spiritual beings experiencing a human existence. Our soul is our intuition. It is that gut reaction, that knowing that we have whenever we are experiencing that nudging feelings to either stay away from something, or to release and let go of something, or to push us into whatever it is that we need to go into, to take that leap of faith into the unknown. Our souls want us to have that courage, that strength, and that willpower to go after what it is in life that we want. Our soul connects us back to the divine, back to the universe, to the spirit guides, the angels, and the ancestors, God, the higher power source, whatever it is that you call it. It connects us back to the universe, who we truly are, the cosmos. Our souls have no attachments, especially to fear, worry, and doubt. Our soul doesn't want us to go through life living in scarcity, living in fear, living in doubt, being worried about what's going to happen next. No, our soul wants us to be able to go with the flow of life and allow things to happen as it's supposed to. But again, so many of us have been stuck in our ego-based mindset that it's so hard for us to be able to even take that leap of faith into the unknown, to go after what it is in life that we truly want. Our souls want us to go after what it is that we want, but our ego is like, nah, you shouldn't be doing that. That's kind of scary. That's going to push you out of your comfort zone. But guess what? You have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone, to take that leap of faith into the unknown so that you can connect back to who you truly are and to go after what it is in life that you truly want and that you desire. Your soul will lead you to where you want to be. It's just a matter of time of taking that step and taking back and listening to what it is that your soul truly wants you to do and not what your ego is telling you to do. Your soul's job is to support you within your growth and your expansion. Your soul wants to be able to light you up and encourage you to explore yourself, encourage you to explore the world around you, explore the unknown. It wants you to have that motivation, that inspiration, and to be able to manifest whatever it is in life that you want. Your soul will set you free. Sorry guys, I started choking. But yeah, so your soul will be able to set you free, guys. And as you start to create this deeper relationship with your soul, you will be able to replace anxiety and depression with the magic in your life, because you have magic within you and all around you. You just have to connect back to your soul to truly find that magic within you so that you can start to create the life of your dreams. So as you can see here, your soul is telling you, I create my own reality. I live in abundance. I am an artist made of infinite energy. I am in harmony with the world around me. That's what your soul is trying to tell you, trying to talk to you about. The voice of your soul is trying to tell you, I am love. I am what wants to light you up so that you can see the beauty in the world around you, the beauty in your life. The voice of your soul wants you to love and embrace the journey, knowing that everything's happening for a reason. Your soul wants you to be able to see the limitless and infinite possibilities within the world, because the word impossible itself says, I'm possible. I am possible and I am capable of doing anything and everything that I want to do within my life. within my time on this earthly realm. The voice of your soul is your true power essence. It's who you truly are. So whenever you want to listen to your heart voice, listen to the unity, be humble, find the happiness, the unconditional love, forgiveness, acceptance, abundance, living in the now, in the present moment, not worrying about the past, not worrying about the future, but focusing on right now, what you can do today to make your life better for yourself. Being the victor, not the victim of your life. Finding that community. Just being who you want to be. Understanding life and understanding what your life is truly about. Guys, your soul is eternal and it is always with you each and every single day. It's just a matter of you becoming aware of your soul, of your higher self, so that you can connect back to it, so that you can merge the two. Merge your ego with your higher self, because you can't completely let go of your ego. You still need it. You just have to find a way to unify the two so that you can become who you want to be. Because the ego is more of a masculine, patriarchal type energy, whereas your soul is more of the feminine energy, trying to allow you to connect back to Mother Earth, connect back to the divine of who you truly are. So you have to find that balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Merging those two energies together, and once you merge those two energies together, you will be able to experience that Kundalini awakening, having the energies within your chakras being free-flowing up and down throughout your entire body, so that you can literally just feel the excitement, the joy, the bliss, the unconditional love within yourself, loving and accepting yourself for who you are, being proud of yourself, not needing to feel like you have to be validated by other people. You'll be able to express yourself completely and authentically once you learn how to merge your higher self with your ego. But you must learn how to understand both your ego and your soul so that you can do the work that needs to be done. And again, that is why I'm here, to help you guys understand yourself at a much deeper level. So you guys can learn to spot your soul whenever you have these gut feelings about things, whether it's telling you to release and let go of the people and the things that no longer serve you, or it's nudging you to take that giant leap of faith into the unknown to see what life has in store for you. You can learn to spot your soul whenever you start to be able to love and accept yourself completely, as well as loving and accepting other people for who they are completely. Loving and accepting your light and your dark energy, as well as other people's light and dark energies. Whenever you're able to forgive not only yourself, but able to also forgive others. Now, not everybody deserves to be forgiven, but we deserve to forgive other people so that we do not have to continue to live in that trauma, that hurt, and that pain anymore. Not that we need to keep those people in our lives that did that hurt to us, that did all of that negative stuff to us, but forgiving them and not allowing them to continue to be in your life. You're forgiving them. You're like, okay, that happened. You did what you did, but I don't need you in my life. I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm forgiving you for my sake, so I don't have to continue to live in that pain and that trauma anymore. You will be able to spot your soul, guys, whenever you start to be in the flow, just going with the flow of life and allowing it to take you on a journey, knowing that whatever is happening for your greater good. When you start to feel this divine connection to the universe, to the spirit guides, the angels, and the ancestors, feeling connected to Mother Earth, feeling connected to all of the living things on Earth, whether it be plants, animals, water, people, just connecting back to everything in the universe. As well as, everything feeling effortless for you. You're just like, damn, I didn't expect that to go as smooth sailing as it did, but hey, it's going how it needs to go. As well as understanding what your purpose in life is. And for me, I truly believe that my purpose and my mission here on Earth is to help people raise their vibrations, help them shift their consciousness into these higher states of consciousness so that they can connect back to their soul, who they truly are, but also understanding that you need to connect back to your mind, your body, and your emotions so that you can connect back to your soul, releasing and letting go of the things that no longer serve you. There's so much in my life and in my purpose that I'm supposed to be doing that I'm just so excited that I can't even fathom everything right now, because there's so much that I'm here to teach you guys and to give you guys in all areas of life, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, sexually, and even financially. So guys, I want you to keep in mind again that your soul is eternal. It is present with you everywhere you go. It is a source of unconditional love, of happiness, guidance, wisdom, knowledge, joy, compassion. It is the seat of who you really are. Also keep in mind, guys, that your soul is the unconditional love that you're looking for, that you're searching for. It's already within you. Whereas your ego wants to know what love is. It wants love because it doesn't know what love is. It needs love. It needs love so that you can merge into your higher self. You can't completely let go of your ego because you need it to connect to who you truly are as a multidimensional being. You need to learn how to understand both your ego and your soul so that you can merge the two together and you can feel that kundalini energy within your body, opening up your chakras, allowing that energy to flow freely and effortlessly up and down your spine, connecting you back to who you truly are, knowing that you are the author, you are the creator, and you are the medicine to your life problems and situations. You can change your life for the better. It's just a matter of you taking the time out of your life to become aware of what needs to change and how you are going to get yourself there. Guys, so before I close out today's video, I want to give you guys real quick 5 techniques that you can use to help release and let go of your ego so that you can merge with your soul. So the first technique that you can do is practice forgiveness and letting go. And there's actually a thing that you can use which is called Ho'oponopono, and I will probably make a video about that soon. But practice forgiveness and letting go, because like I said before, not everybody deserves to be forgiven, but you deserve to not have to feel that pain and that trauma and that suffering anymore. Forgive them so that you can love yourself and work on yourself. Accept what happened, let go of what was, and move forward along your journey. Stop worrying about the past and dwelling on the past, and stop worrying about the future, and focus on the present moment and how you can make your life better right now in this point in time. The second technique is to practice honesty and being open. They always tell you that honesty is key and that the truth will set you free, and it truly will. You just have to break out of the ego-based mindset and everything that was holding you back and keeping you stuck and stagnant. Do not suppress your emotions. Learn how to deal with them, how to cope with them, and understand what they are so that you can move forward along your journey, so that you can find that mind, body, and emotions connection to connect you back to your soul, your spirit of who you truly are. The third technique is to surrender your need to control, and that's something that I had to work on myself. Understanding that you can't control everything that's going on in your life. Some things are just out of your control, and you have to accept that. There's no need to control everything. Allow everything to happen as it's supposed to. Because when you try to force things not to happen, it usually causes more chaos and distress in your life. And if you don't want that, then do not try to control everything. Allow everything to happen as it's supposed to, and allow yourself to just go with the flow of the universe and embrace and love the journey that you're on. The fourth technique that you can do is enjoy the silent moments with yourself. And for that, you can take time to yourself and do some yoga, do some meditation, or whatever it is. Just take a few moments out of your day to really be with yourself, to connect with yourself. Cultivate that self-love. Take some time out of your day so that you can do something that's for you, so that you can heal yourself in all areas, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, sexually, and financially. Spend some alone time with yourself to really know yourself, to really understand who you are. Because like I told you guys at the beginning of this video, so many people think they know who they are or what they want in life, but then they go after it and it's like, that's not what they want. That's not who they are. So connect back with yourself. Take some time to be with yourself so that you can figure out who you are, or not even figure out who you are, but create who you are meant to be. And the fifth thing or technique that you can do is to practice gratitude. Practicing gratitude is probably one of the best things that you could possibly do, because whenever you are grateful for all that you have, you make room and you make space for more things to come into your life that you desire and that you want. So just take at least 5 minutes out of your day, each and every single day, to just talk about everything that you're grateful for, whether it's the roof over your head, the clothes that are on your back and on your body, the food that's in your belly, and just everything that you have, whether it be a phone, a computer, just stuff that you have all around you, the people that are in your life, the places that you've been to. Just be grateful for everything in your life so that you can have more of the things in life that you want, because gratitude is probably one of the highest emotions and one of the highest vibes on the scale of consciousness. Being grateful for all that you have. So with all of that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope that you learned something throughout this entire video, and that you take what you have learned and you apply it to your own life. So hopefully you learned some wisdom, hopefully you learned some knowledge, hopefully you had a better understanding of what the ego is and what the soul is and how to merge the two together. So I think I'm gonna cut the video right there and just say that, again, I hope you guys learned something. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe, as well as to follow me on all my social media, and I will be back with more videos. Much peace, love, and gratitude.